Yo, what's going on, guys? McGovan10 here, bringing another video. In this one, I'm kind of going to be giving you a Diamond Dynasty update video. So, I haven't posted any gameplay this year so far, but I was kind of waiting till the next ranked seasons come out. Till the next season comes out. It expires Monday, so 6 days time on the 15th. Um, and I can't wait to show you guys something, but look at that. We have hit the World Series. So, I believe there's about I want to say there's about 800 people in the World Series. I'm not entirely sure on that. Current season, and we go all the way to World Series. There is 45 pages of 18 players at least. So I'd say 44 pages of 18 and then whatever. So I'm not gonna go through all of them because that'd just take forever. But I mean, as you can see here, like guys like Pitching Rebel and BK, all these guys like they barely lose games. CB5 obviously, Zeke Nash. I'd say those are probably your top three. Um, Pitching Rebel is probably number one. CB5 is probably two. Zeke Nash is probably three. And then this guy here, Be True to the Game. I actually almost beat this guy. He beat me 4-1, but it was tied 1-1 going into the bottom of the ninth, and he walked it off on me. So, but he's a great player, obviously. I mean, he's what, top 10. So, I'm obviously not going to go through all the, but what is there? 18 players in each page, and there was what, 44? Yeah, so there's about 800 players in the World Series right now, which means we are going to be getting the obviously the Liriano, but we are also going to be getting the 97 overall breakout Paul Goldschmidt and the plus whatever is in the reward pack. And then also along with 10,000 XP, 3,000 stubs, and 800 hits. I don't know why I didn't up the stubs for that. Like, you hit the World Series, you only get 3,000 stubs. That's kind of weird. You would have thought they'd make it like 50k or something worthwhile, but yeah. So I just thought I'd show you guys that. I don't think I'll play any more games, but what I'm planning on doing when the next ranked season comes, whenever they have it, if they have it, like the next day when it ends. I doubt they'll do that though. I'd say they'll probably take a week off, so like next week there won't be like any ranked seasons, and then at the start of like 2 weeks from now, that's when they will start, and I will be uploading every game that I play. So just kind of like going through, not really like a road to the World Series, just kind of recording and like live commentaries in the gameplay. But let me show you my team now and what I plan on doing, because so here is the rotation. It's a really good rotation. I think I'm gonna put the Liriano in instead of Garrett Richards. I used Garrett Richards this entire year so far, and anyone else here like I don't really like here. Like I don't like Darvish. I don't like Verlander. Matt Garza is not terrible. Same with like Garrett Cole, but like Garrett Richards is just so good. So and I can't like really show you the pitcher stats just because like 20 games with 15 and 12. Like I'm not 15 and 12 with Chris Sale because like grinding and stuff like it's not a very good representation of what like his actual of what his actual stats would be like. But I mean, I can guarantee you right now, he would be close to having 1.6 ERA on my team. He's so good, man. He's so good. Rookie Syndergaard, I picked up fairly new. He's don't mind him being 3-5. Um, 0.83 WHIP with a pretty high ERA, which is kind of weird. 9 strikeouts. This card is arguably better than the live series just because this one his per nines are a little bit better. His and he also has a circle change instead of a normal change, so that one's arguably better. I just picked up Steven Strasburg again, but like once again 1-4. I quit out probably 30 times on Sunday grinding to finish the Diamond Starter missions, which I don't think I actually uploaded, so I might have to upload that sometime. And I used Strasburg earlier on in the year. I wasn't a big fan of him, but they fixed his release, and I picked him up. And I think I've played one game with him so far, and he's been pretty good. So I can't really give a good representation of him so far. Arietta, I've kind of been disappointed in. And I know he has a 1.9 in an ERA and a .61 WHIP, but the last couple of games I've used him, he's been getting killed, been getting absolutely killed. Does it show me like how many strikeouts? He's like 115 strikeouts, 8 walks. So I mean, he's a great player, obviously, but I kind of fucked up. I obviously don't have the Cubs collection done, and I locked him in. Uh, but yeah, Ariat has kind of been a bit lackluster for me so far this year. And Garrett Richards, I know he doesn't have the greatest per nines, man, but this card is just unreal. For an 83 overall, 2.32 ERA, .77 WHIP, you want your WHIP to be, I would say, under 1. If your pitcher's WHIP is under 1, I would say you're doing pretty good with them. So I'm 6-1 with them. These are all online games, I would say. So 9 games played, so he has what, two no decisions, but a 2.32 ERA for a silver pitcher. He's so good, man. He's a great fastball. Obviously, he can. I've hit 100 with him a couple times. He usually kind of stays around 97, 98. But you can't hit like 99, 100 with him. He's got a great slider on him, great changeup on him. He's just all around a great pitcher. Like Garrett Richards is he's what you want. You want a good fastball, you want a good slider, you want a good changeup, and you want a good breaking ball. You don't really throw his two seam much. You don't really throw his curveball much, but like you can just work that slider so well. His slider can hit 88, 87 around there. So it's not like a Syndergaard or an Arrieta slider that can hit like low to mid 90s, but uh, it's solid. So on to the bullpen, which I've kind of been uh, not having trouble with, but kind of not confused, but like not really knowing who to put in. So when Raziel Iglesias got upgraded, I used him as a long reliever. If anybody had troubles, I'd bring in Raziel. But then I only had two lefties in the bullpen because I didn't have Diekman in. So it looked like Iglesias instead of Diekman. And then only having two lefties in your bullpen, it doesn't work. So I put Diekman back in. Betances is solid. Britton Chapman and Diekman are just unreal. Nate Jones can kind of be iffy. It really depends. Like, people can hit Nate Jones fairly easily. Uh, if you get predictable with him. Like, you can't just keep throwing inside sinkers and down on those sinkers and up in high two seams, and then maybe mix in a breaking ball. It's if you gotta mix it up. Like, you gotta throw that slider in on the hand. Just throw off the movement. And he's got some pretty good quirks on him too. Diekman, I can't recommend him enough. I can't. One of the best relievers in this game. Like, just, like, so many top players use him. I don't know if he will ever get replaced. I don't know if he'll ever get replaced on my team. Just people don't know how to hit him. People can't hit him. Uh, Calvin Herrera's been a bit different than last year. I did really well with him last year. This year, not so much. I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. I've been thinking about putting in Roberto Osuna instead of him. I'll take a look at the pitcher stats. So Betances is solid. 1.19 ERA, which isn't the best actually. .67 WHIP is nice. 36 strikeouts. A lot of the top players can hit Betances, obviously. Like all top players can hit everything, but Betances can kind of be predictable, especially since he doesn't have a changeup. It's just you can sit inside on him and kill him. Britton solid, 2.04 ERA, which is kind of. I have a lot of games played with him. I didn't think his ERA would be that high, but I mean, it's still not terrible. He hasn't actually walked anybody yet, but once again, like he can be predictable. But I bet you my stats are better with Aroldis. No, they're not. They're actually worse. Wow. So I don't know what it is with the pitcher stats. It might be from offline gameplay, but I don't know. Nate Jones, take a look at the stats, 2.19. So a lot of my bullpen guys are kind of hovering between a 1.5 and a 2 ERA. It looks like Diekman's ERA is looking like a 1.5 with a .77 with 30 innings pitched. Um, he is 9-0 on my team. And I'll tell you what, he's 7-0 in like online games. Two of those wins came from offline. Herrera, I know I'm kind of dragging this video out, but you see there with Herrera, I'm not doing well with Herrera this year. This Soria card is unreal. So you see there, I picked him up earlier last week, when I did the Royals collection. .96 ERA, .54 WHIP, 1 win, 1 save, has 9.1 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts. He's just so good. He doesn't have an overpowering fastball. He's got a great cutter. His four seam can still hit like 92, 93, which isn't as overpowering as somebody like Betances, but he has great stuff, man. Like he just has such great stuff. He doesn't have the overpowering stuff that somebody like a Chapman would have, like a Kimbrel or like a Familia or a Kelvin Herrera, but he has just great stuff. And I bring him in, especially if you bring in somebody like Chapman, who hits like 100, 101, and then you bring in Soria, who kind of hits like mid to low 90s and has a 69-mile-an-hour curveball. It throws him right off track. So let's get into the actual team. Starting off with, I would say, the second best hitter on the team. I made a video on him. It's the 97 overall Ian Kinsler. I went through all the stats and how you can get him in the Texas Rangers team epic. But just take a look at his stats here. 97, the big ones, 97 contact against righties and 91 plate vision. Currently hitting 500, which is dead smack on. 5 games played there, all online games. 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. How many walks? He has 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. So out of 18 plate appearances, he's only struck out twice, and he's his OB his on base percentage is .556. It's great card, man. Great second baseman. I don't know what I'm gonna do, cause when I did the Tigers collection, it was either I was gonna do the Tigers collection or the Mariners collection, and it's like, okay, they both have a couple of golds and then the big diamond, so it's either like Cano or Miggy. So it's like I went with the Tigers just because I have like, if I wasn't set on this Kinsler, I was gonna go out and buy Cano and then just do the Mariners. But this Kinsler card is so good, man. Now on to the creative player. So as you see, there's 6'3", 215. He's set up like Jake Lamb, and he has Corey Seager's swing. Uh, those are his stats without the equipment boost. With the equipment boost, he gets like, I think his contact stays the same. It might go up a little bit, but I know he has 99 power on both sides of the plate. He has 99 vision, and he has 99 arm strength, 99 fielding, and 99 speed. So having a player like that in center field is just so usable. And it still doesn't show the averages and stuff, but I know obviously I'm hitting well with them. Onto a card. Adrian Gonzalez. Something about this card. He's kind of been lackluster for me. I know he's got a 380 average, which is good. 29 home runs is nice, 55 RBIs. I really wish it would show online stats as well. But his quirks, the flashbacks and stuff don't really have the best quirks. But I mean, I have him in the 3-hole. He's not terrible. Is he worth doing all the AL East teams? I would say no. Will I use the Goldschmidt over him? I don't think so. Depending on the Goldschmidt's price, I might. And I'll probably just try the Goldschmidt out, but Aegon's not, like, I'm not saying he's bad, I don't know, something about him just kind of he has a pretty late swing, So maybe that's it. On to probably a top three card I've used so far. Jorge Posada, the first player to get to 100 RBIs, a little bit over a 400 average. As you can see, I very rarely strike out with him. I'd say what's that? One in every 12 at bats I strike out with him. It's solid. 66 home runs. Obviously, he was the first team epic I ever did, so like a lot of this comes from offline. But he carries it right over to online. I mean, such a good card. Definitely, I would say top. I'd say maybe top three. Definitely top four. On to the best card I've used so far this year. 95 overall Matt Holliday. So he's playing in left field right now. I wouldn't say recently acquired, but fairly new. Great hitting stats. Vision's a little low, and fielding's not the best either. But these stats, man, they don't tell you how good he is. They just don't. They don't represent how good he is. The last 5 games I think I've won to get into the World Series, he's been the best hitter by far. 357 average, so I'm just gonna kind of go faster here. Nolan Arenado, when Josh Donaldson comes back, I'll probably put Josh Donaldson here. So Donaldson is currently on the bench. Uh, it really depends on who's playing up and who's playing down. I have Jose Ramirez at shortstop for today. I usually have Manny Machado, but Machado's playing down. And I said to myself, if I go into an online game, I'll give Jose Ramirez a shot. And then probably onto a top three card as well, Mookie Betts. Obviously, he's my favorite player in real life, being a Red Sox fan. I did have him at second for a bit. Um, One thing that throws me off of this card is how short he is, and that's why he's so far down in the lineup. But Mookie's great. On to Miguel Cabrera, who I haven't used so far this year. I think I used him in a BR game or something. But I have not played a game with him. Matt Carpenter to bring off the bench. He was starting for me at the start of the game. 300 average. I mean, off the bench, he's not bad. Shift's kind of annoying. Josh Donaldson still waiting to come back from injury. He'll be starting when he does. With the couple games I play with him, he's got a nice swing on him. Ted Williams, I had to put him back on the bench. I was starting him for a little bit. He can't field a beach ball. And even then, like, look at that, only a 247 batting average. I don't know what it is. Teddy's not really getting it done. And then Joe Carter brought off the bench so far. 2 games played, 2 plate appearances. He hasn't got on base, yes, I don't think. No, he hasn't, so. But, yeah, that's the team in what it's looking like. Let me go to the game history right quick and just show you who I had to beat to get into the World Series. So these are 2 BR games. So, let me see. What was that? That was a BR game. Yeah, that was a BR game, because they got the save. Yeah, that was a BR game. So as you can see here, this is me grinding for the Brock Holt and the Diamond Star mission. So as you can see there, look at that. But like ranked season games, when was that? Sunday at 3:55. Want to say that was a BR game, because yeah. So there's a game that I won. So how many online games have I won in a row? I lost that one, so yeah, rage quit out of that one. So how many have I won in a row? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we won 5 in a row. And let me just go take a look at these last 5 games. So show box scores. So as you can see there, Kinsler, I led off. He had a walk, a strikeout, 2 RBIs. Does it show Holiday? Yeah, Holiday, 2 RBIs there. Does it show the home runs? No, it doesn't. Okay. No, it doesn't. So as you can see there, Kinsler, Machado had an excellent game there. I believe he had 2 home runs and a single that game. Holiday with 2 and then Betts with 1. So I mean, as you can see there, those cards that I told you coming through. We got the win there with Chris Sale, 5-0. I don't remember this game. We faced DeGrom. Don't really remember that game, but I don't remember a lot of the games. Diamond Dynasty, there 3 RBIs. Corey Seager, when I did have him, if you wanted to see my pack opening, I did have him. Mookie Betts with an RBI there. I think I hit a home run with Mookie. Onto this guy. This wasn't a World Series guy, no, but I did beat a World Series guy. This guy had the gold Chris Archer going. And I had rookie Syndergaard. So Kinsler there with an RBI. Diamond Dynasty guy there with an RBI. Look at that. Matt Holliday with 5 RBIs in the day. And then I even got one with Syndergaard. So I remember this game. Yeah, we were playing. Yeah, I was home. I was at Bayfront. Yeah. Yeah, I got a. Yeah, the bottom of the sits. I got a little bloop shot with Syndergaard up the middle, and then he quit. So that was a PR game. On to this guy. This guy was a World Series opponent. As you see there, Jake Deepin got the W for me. He quit in the bottom of the 8th. He was a good player, but he didn't take any pitches. I think through like 6 innings, only like 35 pitches thrown. So a Diamond Dynasty guy there with 2. Holiday with 3. I can't explain how good this card has been for me. What's that in the past 3 games? What? 3 RBIs, another 5 there, 8, and none there, and I think he had 1, so that's what, 9 in 4 games. And then on to, where was the game at? This one? No. I think it was the first game I played, was it? Yeah, it was. He went up 4-0 early. I actually had the 91 Bob Feller pitching. I decided to try him out. I had 40 pitches thrown in the first inning with Bob Feller. As you see there, Soria got the win. I brought him in like the top of the 3rd, I want to say. I don't know if it'll show me Bob Feller's game log, maybe? No. Game summary, maybe? Okay, yeah, so there's that. I actually got 34 rating points for it. So as you see there, my rating was all the way down at 794. I wasn't having a very good time. But we ended up winning this one. This guy's rating was a little bit lower than mine, 798. So we got almost 20 points there. I know I'm dragging this video on a long time. The guy's 797. So guys that are like barely out of the championship series. Yeah, so here was the World Series guy. He was 909 before, and I ended up being 885 after I made him rage quit. And then the game to put me in, this game was pretty laggy. He had Juan Marichal pitching, but I did a lot of damage to him in the first inning. And his rating was 897, so I would say he was qualified for the World Series, and then he might have just dropped down a game. But then we ended up getting 20 rating points to where we are now, and I don't think I showed you the bot source for that game. So he was actually home. Like three RBIs for Holiday, one with Posada, one with Agon. It's the Matt Holiday show right now. It is indeed the Matt Holiday show right now. So I know I dragged this video on for a long time, but what I plan to do, I think I only have 4 collections left, but I do like they are pretty expensive collections. So I have all the AL East. I have the White Sox done. Indians I obviously don't have done. I still need Edwin. What's that? 4 more golds. So that's about, I'd say, 15K right there. Andrew Miller is still pretty expensive. He's about 125. Kluber's about 30, so that's about 155. I think Lindor's about 60. Yeah, so that's about 215. So that's about 235 right there. Tigers I just did. Royals I did. Twins I did. Angels I only need Mike Trout. Athletics I did. Mariners, as I said here, I only need Robinson Cano, who's down to about 80. So I mean, I don't really want to just trade in goalie for Cano. But depending on what else is in the World Series pack, I might pick up Robbie Cano and then put him on the bench and then just have the Mariners collection done. We have the Rangers done, and then for the Astros, I pretty much only need Altuve. Keuchel and Correa aren't that expensive, so Altuve is about one. If I could get Altuve for 150, I'd be happy, but uh, we will see, I guess. But let me know down in the comments what your rating is and if you have made the World Series and if you're gonna plan on making a World Series grind to the end of this week. So Monday you have till to make the World Series. So thank you guys for watching. We hit the World Series. I'm sorry I dragged this video out a long time. I was kind of just planning on doing like a little update, and I'm gonna assume it turned into like a 20-minute video. But thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Feedback is important. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.